An Ordinary Night in Exceptional Times by Carol Thornton. It's 4 in the morning. I fret and worry and toss and turn, and finally throw off the covers and move to my favorite chair. I'm reading Jack Hodgins' Broken Ground. In Portuguese Creek on Vancouver Island, veterans of World War I have been given parcels of rocky, forested land. They struggle and toil to build farms and a community for their families. In the mountains nearby, a forest fire has been burning for weeks. Now and then, as I read, scenes from my day interrupt the paragraphs. I think of the birthday cake for Javier, one of the 2 students who live with us. The boys are afraid to return to their homes in Italy and Spain. I think of the young woman sheltering downstairs. She's staying with us for some time away from domestic abuse and addiction. Yesterday, cozy under a quilt, we watched an old romantic movie, teasing each other as soppy tears coursed down our cheeks. In the novel, the fire has changed course, and families flee for their lives to the nearest town. Smoke and ash fill the air. Some people turn back to help their neighbors. For a moment, I inhabit another memory. We'd been talking about child rearing. Referring to my 5 children, Carlo points to me and says, "Well, you are sitting beside a professional." We laugh from deep inside. We laugh so hard we embarrass him, not meaning to. We're laughing not simply at the aptness of his joke, but in the blessed relief of being here, together, safe for at least this day. A letter from my friend quotes a psalm. "You shall not be afraid for the pestilence that walks in darkness, nor the plague that destroys at midday." Her daughter, a doctor, is fighting the virus in an emergency operations center. "Mom, this is the work I was made for." In Hodgins' novel, the first families reach the safety of the town. In a park at the outskirts, volunteers have set up tents. In one, a Red Cross nurse dresses the burns and injuries. Late arrivals find a place, set down the few possessions they've managed to save, and think about the things left behind. I lift my eyes from the page and look in the semi-darkness at the home I've created here, the paintings we've chosen and mementos gathered over the decades. In these strange days, they seem like lovely, empty things, devoid of the meaning they held just days ago. Our truly precious treasures are asleep for the moment, under our roof or under their own miles away. In the novel's tent camp, people who escaped the fire have gathered together, named to one another the people who have died. A few wait in vigil for someone unaccounted for. Others recount and embellish their own stories of survival, seeing in each other things they hadn't noticed before, creating with their stories a community's shared memory. Because isn't that what we do? Look for ourselves in the stories of others and share our stories with them. Tomorrow, I'll go for a walk before the paths are busy, watch the clouds among the mountain peaks, take a photograph or 2. I'll finally update my will and write out my goals of care. I'll revise my address book and make a list of my passwords to ease the tidying up of my affairs should I not survive these times. But for now, I set aside my book and crawl back under the duvet to sleep and wait to wake again, to hold fast for one more day.